Hello, this is Jansen43 back with another video, and this week we're going to do it again. We're going to get right into the video, and this week we have Singed as our champion of the week. Just like the last video, this one is going to be short and sweet. The reasoning behind that, Singed, I gotta tell you, is just not my champion, and that's fine. I did not play 5 games, I did not play 10 games with him. I played 1 game. And while I can see his usability and I can see how some people might be really good with him and how he's so much different and how that could be a blessing and a good thing, for me, I'm going to tell you right now, that is not the way that I am going to be playing. That's not my play style. And if you can't tell, this is not a scripted video here. This is just one of those videos where we're going to watch some of the gameplay. I'm going to talk about it. But unlike some other champs in the past that I haven't loved, it really wasn't a problem. Like, I did like Singed. I thought his playstyle was cool. I thought that it was different, which is a nice change of pace, especially being up top. It's not just a bruiser. So there's a lot of utility that goes into his gameplay style, but it is not for me. Having someone trail you, throwing people back into your own trail, again, just not the way that I think that I'm going to play or be able to play very well. You can see me here using his abilities and trying to use some of that to take out the minions. And again, I think that if you're strategic with him, it can be very useful, it can be very helpful. You can trap people, you can trap minions. So I think that I'm not saying Singed is off the table forever for me by any means. I'm just saying I don't think he's the champ for me right now, and I didn't want to spend hours and hours playing with him. So I'm going to show you this game. There wasn't a ton of action, which is why this one's going to be short and sweet. So I'm going to skip now to a kill or a death, some sort of action. And so as you can see with Singed, I was playing pretty conservatively here. Again, this is my first time ever playing the champion. Usually in these videos you see kind of a compilation, so maybe I've played a couple games, but this is truly the first time ever. I'm throwing some things, trying to see if that can work, but obviously pretty safe up to this point because I was just trying to really figure out the champion, figure out the character, how best to play him. And we're against a Kayle, which early on is an advantage, of course, when you're playing a Kayle. She is not very strong to start, but she scales harder than pretty much any champ that I've played in the game when done right. But we have a gank here from our Bel'Veth, so I of course want to go help. I know that I can use my ability and lay down some of that toxic stuff, hopefully do something. She ults, which is smart of her, but I laid down the stuff, it stuck around, and we were able to get that kill. Now, I am very close to death. Again, it's tough and it's challenging not being able to do a lot of direct damage. It's definitely a switch to the playstyle, but what a great gank by my jungle there, and I was very happy to be able to get that kill. And really the only other exciting thing to happen during the game was the other kill that I got. For reference, I believe this game I went 2-2-0, so not a lot going on for me in that regard. But I was able to help my jungler here. You know, again, Bel'Veth is playing nice and aggressively. I was on my way to go top, but he needed help, so I wanted to come help, and I was able to, and we shut down their jungler, which is always a good thing, especially when they're on our side trying to steal camps anyway. So that was a good kill right there. And then really I just kind of hold my own for the rest of it. Again, I died 2 times after this, and we do end up losing the game because I was not super effective. I don't think I was detrimental to my team. I didn't have 10 kills or 15 deaths or anything like that, but really just kind of an even played game. That could have been much worse for my first time, but again, I have no real issue with this champion. It's just not my kind of champion. I would rather play a bruiser, someone attacking, maybe even a Kayle. Maybe she will come up in one of the spins soon. But Singed, just not for me. You can see me trying to use him correctly, but I do just feel like it would take a long time to really get his playstyle down, master him, and I don't know that that's something that I'm willing to do. But I'm so glad that you were willing to stick around and watch this video, and I will see you next time.